All right, lads, we are back again. I know we got kind of sidetracked with the stats, but we are back again analyzing the Depip squad. This is game 3, and they're playing the Myers at Pale Rose.
The user is just going to be destructive.
The Pale Rose, this match is pretty much over already.
I was about to say that.
Yeah, if there's any hex totems, I see them already. I see them.
What is it?
Veg little boat.
Alright, I'm on one by a...
Okay, so basically, in the first 20 seconds, they are comfortable with their spawning. So that's a very bad sign for the killer already in the first 20 seconds, because these guys are acknowledging that the game is probably over. Oh, the state of Dead by Daylight, man.
by the pier, by the little boat.
If someone knows where the basement is, say now.
I don't know if it's at the boat.
No ruin. No ruin.
No ruin?
I honestly like the fact that the Ruin hasn't been in any of these games yet, since it's a dead perk. There's no reason to, like, analyze it in its previous form. So the fact that they're not getting Ruin a whole bunch, at least right now, is actually good. At least for the analysis, because it can show you what games look... It has more in common with today's meta than the previous meta.
It's Myers.
Where's he at?
Near the boat.
Now let's talk about how this negates stealth killers even harder than it does the other ones. Stealth killers have a thing that they're trying to do, you know, sneak around the map. The ability to ask where's he at kind of breaks the game against them. So the worst question a Myers could hear is where's he at. Worst question a Ghostface or a Wraith could hear is where's he at. And this is back when Pale Rose was a lot bigger, I presume, than it is right now. So Myers right now is walking 105 movement speed around Pale Rose, which one of the bigger maps in the game in this current form. So as soon as they heard Myers, they should have been acknowledging the fact that they just won. Like as soon as they said, "Oh, it's Myers," that pretty much sealed the GG right there.
Okay.
You're running to the boat.
Yeah, but I'm not staying here, don't worry. Where are you at? I need heals.
Little boat. Oh yeah, keep running.
I'm up top. He's on me.
Yeah. He didn't stalk me much.
Okay, so basically, even though we're not seeing it, we know exactly what's going on all over the map right now. Myers is at the big boat, chasing the other person, and then they are getting heals at the little boat. So basically, we can kind of see the map. Like, we can't see it, but like, we can kind of see the map. Especially if you understand where he is right now, we understand what's going on. Just all over the map. It's pretty insane, actually. It's almost like we're watching it.
Starve him as much as you can.
He has monitors.
We know a perk, we know he has Monitor and Abuse, which means he has no terror radius right now.
75.
He's still on me.
He's still trapped in tier 1. He's still moving at 105. Right now, he has no chance to actually down somebody. This is a Myers problem more than it is an SWF problem. But Myers right now, this Myers has no chance to down anybody. If they can just trap him in tier 1 for like 1.5 gens, the game is fucking over.
Easy.
Might go on the docks.
Yeah, let's finish this quick.
Stay on top of the boat.
Yeah, remember that the tall grass does not give him stall.
Yeah.
Another Myers exploitation where tall grass doesn't give him stock. You can see why this character is kind of flawed, right?
Where is he
Towards
going?
chat. Dock stops.
Yeah,
First gem pops at 1 minute and 33 seconds.
Straight to you, Mord. Straight to you.
Yeah.
Second gem pops at 1 minute and 37 seconds.
Working on a different gen by the shack. Big boat gen was kicked.
Damn, look at her
You're
blending
going
in.
to Big Boat Gen. I'm going somewhere
Yeah.
else.
I love Prestige Claudette. Nope, he found me.
Myers tears up at 1 minute and 55 seconds. Okay, so Myers now has access to the game, whereas before he just didn't have any access to it. The game is now 40% over, and the Myers finally can play. So it took Myers about 2 minutes. This is why Corrupt Intervention is a pretty standard perk on him. The Myers can finally play the game after about 2 minutes. This is the entire time that the survivors were playing the game and getting 40% done. Myers is already in a situation where he's kind of fucked. There's another gen, probably almost primed. There's another gem, probably almost primed, and so the game's probably almost 60% over, and the Myers finally has access to the game. Finally.
Okay, he's tier 2.
And then just because he has access to the game, that doesn't mean he now has to get his down, which he's standard M1 killer now. So he has to actually get his down. That's not happening for a little bit.
Bye-bye, buddy.
Marth is kind of slacking on telling his peers information. It looks like that Myers has enduring and brutal strength. From what I've heard, that's what it sounds like.
All right, he lost me.
Nice.
All right, I'm gonna work on the one on the same pier that I was near to.
All right.
Halfway.
This one on the big bot is 75. Someone has vision on him.
Nope.
No.
He's on the big bot.
It is a Myers with unnerving.
He's kicking the gen.
All right. My gen's at 60. I'll go for it after. You need to leave.
Right now, they're utilizing a common tactic that SWF kind of has more access to than solo queue groups. I mean, solo queue groups technically have access to this too, but it's just much, much easier when you're in an SWF group. The tactic that they're using is being able to lure the Myers away, knowing somebody else is going to come in and do the gen. Usually, solo queue groups can only do this when there's about 2 or even one or even 2 gens left. SWF kind of has access to this technique the entire match, which is another reason why they are more dangerous than any solo queue squad, because they will have reliable access to this technique.
No. He's going down.
Third gen pops at around 2 minutes and 53 seconds.
See what direction?
Okay, about 40%.
I don't have vision on him.
The reason that they're a bit slower is this Myers has kind of juggled a little bit, and they did a heal. They popped 1 heal. This is incredibly telling on how much heals can slow you down. Like, remember, standard gen times for 4 gens is 2 minutes 30 seconds. Because they did 1 heal, they lost like 40 seconds of time because they even did 1 heal. So this is why when you idiots go in the corner and heal against Legion, the Legion is laughing at you. That is why. If you turn Legion into an A tier character if you heal against him. This is why. Because look how much time they lost just because they decided to heal 1 guy.
All right.
Yeah, he's still on the big bot. He's still on the big.
4th gen pops at 3 minutes and 13 seconds. So yeah, they lost about 40 seconds of time because they healed 1 guy.
I'm about 60% on the dock.
All right.
Move your way to doors, guys.
Same.
I'm at the door by the shack.
This is another reason that SWF is more powerful. So again, now they've used 2 techniques. One technique that SWF has exclusivity over, being the one we're about to go over, and one that they just have a more consistent access to. The one that SWF has exclusivity over is the go to the doors technique. That's how you see an exit gate pop literally 20 seconds after the gens go. So it's like, oh, the exit gate isn't even an objective, because the whole go to the doors thing, where they can just position themselves right to a door and then the doors open in 20 seconds. It's pretty broken, and this technique has not been hit at all by behavior, like at all. The exit gate is just something that they've ignored. Honestly, the exit gate should be a bit, that's another way you could slow down the survivors. They're a very underlooked way to potentially give the killer another edge, over survivors is to do something with that gate, but they haven't touched the gate. The gate every match is pretty much a non-factor, and you're kind of seeing why that is through this match.
Yeah,
Oh
let's see.
shit.
Where is he?
He's on me. He's behind Big Boat. There's no pallet or anything here.
85.
I'm at one of the doors.
Jen's powering in 2, 1, done.
He's going back to Big Boat. He's underneath going upstairs
Yeah,
right
go,
now.
go away. There is no point in staying near the killer.
Oh,
No,
Jigmac?
I'm not.
Oh yeah, we'll make killers commit suicide. It's fine. That's what the science is for.
Go to the doors.
We're at
He's
him.
here.
Yep, I'm at 1, 2.
My door's open. Okay. We all out?
We got one door open.
My door's open.
Myers is on us by a small boat. We're leaving.
Okay.
There you go. You can kind of see Myers' fundamental flaw through that game. What tier 3? What tier 3? He couldn't even play the game. The Myers tiered up. Again, let's go over this again. The Myers tears up.
Going somewhere
Yeah.
else.
I love Prestige Claudette.
The Myers tears up.
Nope, he found me.
The Myers tears up at 1 minute and 54 seconds. When the Myers tears up, if you look at the results, when the Myers tears up and then they get out, the Myers tears up 154. The survivors get out at about 418. So the Myers gets to play in tier 2 for about 2.5 minutes that game. 2.5 minutes he gets to play in tier 2. By the time and the gens popped, what time the final gen pop? Let's look at that.
Oh,
Done.
he's going back.
346, the final gen popped. And Myers tiered up at, what was that, 152? Yeah. 152, final gens pop at, so about 2 minutes. He got to play the game for about 2 minutes before the, little less actually, a little less than 2 minutes he got to play the game in actual tier 2. He was only a threat for about 2 minutes of the game. And you see why Michael Myers can't handle top level players in this game, and why that killer needs reworked. This is the game that we've gotten the least amount of data from so far, because Pale Rose has been changed, and we already knew that about Myers. So like this is just a standard game. This is just what it should look like against Michael Myers. Not much to say other than that. Pop the gens really fast, and it's good. Thank God this map was nerfed.